in the Dynasty League to gets beat by Sean every year because that is what happens. No matter what, we'll end up in the playoffs, and my last game of the year is always against Sean because I get eliminated every year.
I just can't help it. I like beating you.
So we've had some NFL news today. Deshaun Watson, they announced, agreed to an 11-game suspension and $5 million fine. After it went through the court process, he was given a 6-game suspension and no fine. So what do you think about the league going through this process and updating it to all this new stuff?
I don't know. I mean, my only thing is that the courts found him innocent, then why is it that the NFL is going so far to want to suspend him as well? So that's my only thing is that if you already sat out all of last year, obviously that was over contract disputes and not wanting to be there. But he sat out last year, and then to suspend him now from the 6 to 11 games, it's kind of one of those like, well, if the court's already found him innocent, then why are they going through all the hassle to make sure he's suspended even longer? But Alvin Kamara was caught on video punching somebody, and he's going to play all season. But Ray Rice and Adrian Peterson both were suspended before the season even began, and this happened before the end of last year even.
Right. Yeah, agreed. So let's take a look at any of the other headlines. We do have one game tonight. It's the Bears and Seahawks. Hopefully, having the third member of our team come on board. It is his birthday, so I don't know if he'll be able to join. If you catch my drift, but let me yeah. Let's put this on the screen. Let's check out all the other news here. Rappaport still talking about the Deshaun Watson news. Cornerback Joanne Williams had surgery to repair his injured shoulder, placed on season-ending IR by the Patriots. 49ers worked out safety Gibson.
You'd be a good fit there.
Saints announced 2 roster moves. What they were. Let's take a look. Resigned Derek Schweiger and waived Sage Doxtater, and it was announced today. Oh, those were the 2 moves. So it's really only one transaction, but they got rid of 2 players, it looks like. Later.
Which you're going to see a lot of that coming about now.
Yeah, agreed. Packers claim wide receiver Travis Fulgham. Did he used to be with the Eagles? Yep.
Yeah, he's probably just a depth piece. He's not really going to do very much there.
So let's look. Derrick Henry missed more than half the season last year and still finished 9th in rushing yards and 6th in rushing touchdowns. Man, I mean, he was on pace last year to break the all-time single-season rushing record right up until he got injured that game. But like this is staying. Fantasy-wise, I still think he finished 15th or something, even missing all that time. What are your thoughts on Henry this year? Where do you have him ranked as far as running back position goes?
Honestly, I think he could break the rushing record. I do think he could do that. I think he would have broken it last year if he didn't get injured. I also think he'll probably be the number 1 running back on a year. I just think that he has that step over Jonathan Taylor just because it's Derrick Henry, and then that's pretty much their whole team is Derrick Henry on running the ball, where Jonathan Taylor has other backs in the backfield to run as well.
Yeah, so let's take a look here. I don't want that. Let's keep going here. Patriots running back James White officially placed on reserved retired list.
Probably just in case to come back.
Yeah, Giants quarterback Daniel Jones tells reporter he underwent a non-football procedure on his neck this winter.
Well, hopefully it improves his throwing.
Patriots signed rookie free agent tight end Jalen Weidemeyer. I actually liked him in the draft. I like that signing for the Patriots. I know he's not going to be any higher than third on that depth chart up there in New England. So not a bad piece to add for the Patriots.
Yeah, he probably won't be higher than third for at least another year or two, just because I think Henry and Janu Smith are signed until at least after this year. I think Smith is next year, if I'm not mistaken. So once probably they're gone, probably don't re-sign anybody, and kind of by then he'll be developed to be a decent backup or even be a starter at tight end.
Let's look at this Daniel Jones news. That's Zach Wilson. Don't post an article and then not have it be the
article it's about.
Yeah. Okay. Good job, NFL.
That was a good article.
Yeah. Click on it, and it's about Zach Wilson. Talk to a source who viewed the practice tape of play that led to Christian Wilkerson's concussion. It was a legal play by Kenny Robinson, but deemed completely unnecessary in joint practice setting where teams are trying to protect one another. Terrible play, I was told. I don't know anything about this. Do you?
I do not.
Let's see what happened here. I'm not sure what happened here. I know Belichick was upset with the Giants last week, blitzing. The Giants blitzed something like 22 times in that preseason game, and Martindale of the Giants said, "Yeah, we're on to Cincinnati." I love it. That would have been a Belichick response if it would have been the other way around.
I mean, it's preseason. That's their playbook. That's what they want to do. What are you going to do? Tell them they can't play it?
Calvin Ridley, who was suspended the entire year, has to be thinking about the Browns' Deshaun Watson agreement today after NFL promoted all the betting apps. It doesn't matter. I
still illegally did it.
You're still right. That's what I don't understand. Deshaun Watson, honestly, was like you said, he wasn't found guilty of anything. This guy broke the rule that you can't bet on your sport. I mean, it's not that difficult.
Yeah, you're like, come on now, common sense. And then you bet on your own team. Like, that's kind of suspicious.
I don't care. Don't bet at all. I don't care if the NFL's promoting it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I just don't. It shouldn't matter. I mean, every sport's promoting it, but you don't hear any other sports saying, "Oh yeah, this guy's betting on his own team."
So let's keep going through the news. Like I said, we do have the Bears and Seahawks at the top of the hour. We'll get into a little bit of that game here in a little bit, but the Raiders signed Jordan Jenkins, cut Kenny Young. They also tweeted it out. Bengals offensive lineman Jackson Carman tests positive for COVID. Browns owner D. Haslam on Deshaun Watson. Counseling takes time. I think Deshaun has made progress from the time he came here to now. He's making progress, but it's not going to happen overnight. Let's see here. Now this gave us. Go ahead. Sorry.
That'll just be the news for the next week or two until something else big happens. That's all people are going to want to talk about is Deshaun Watson and if he deserved to get suspended, if it's too much, not enough, too little, so on.
So let's look here. Coach Robert Salas, Jets will do right by Zach Wilson in recovery from knee surgery. If Zach is ready to play, he's going to be the week one starter. If he's not, Joe Flacco will. And I like that stance by the team. Don't rush him back. Flacco is more than capable of playing quarterback, especially against his former team, the Ravens. But what a scare for us Jet fans that night. A non-contact injury. It looked worse than it turned out to be. Thank goodness. But Man, we don't want to see, especially when it's your team, you don't want to see injuries. But everybody was sending me texts and stuff saying, "Man, oh, that's horrible. So sorry." But it turns out,
Yeah,
go ahead.
I think he'll be okay. I just think that now they're going to probably try to, I would say, relax on him being mobile. Be a pocket quarterback, protect yourself. Don't go taking any risks that could end your future as being a star quarterback. I mean, I know he wants to be mobile and I know he wants to help the team, but on a preseason game, you don't have to go above and beyond like that.
Yeah, agreed there as well. Let's keep looking here. Now, this is shocking to me. Jaguars running back James Robinson is expected to start Week 1. What do you think here, Sean? I thought he was going to miss some time to start the year.
If he's going to come back, I hope he's ready. I hope that they're not trying to rush him back from an injury like that. Uh, that's my only question and concern. But the only other thing that would bother me, he already lost a starting job after being the starter there, and then last year he performed well, and he still didn't get a starting job. So is he honestly going to be happy being as a backup now TNTN? And
He's not
does
the
he?
backup. He's the starter.
But is Etienne going to be the starter? Deemed the starter though, because how do you say that he was going to be the starter last weekend and now James Robinson?
I don't know. And I don't know if this is a reliable source. So
It's Jacksonville.
Jets George Fant moved back to right tackle. Just another hurdle in the road. Yeah, he is a free agent this year, so he was hoping to play left tackle because their left tackles are paid more money. So he was hoping to stay there, but with the injury to Mekhi Becton, they're moving Fant back over to the right side. And what's funny is Fant last year got moved to the left side because of Becton's injury. Now this year, because of Becton's injury, he's getting moved back to the right side.
Just a lot of moving around, but I guess when you're used to playing, when you're able to play multiple positions, that only helps the team. And also, I would think it helps his contract too, because then you're able to show that you're more than willing to play different positions. So that could help him be able to get money too, also on a contract.
Here, Kenny Pickett will follow Trubisky in Steelers quarterback rotation Saturday. Yeah, what do you think of that? What do you think of what's going on in Pittsburgh? Do you think there's? I haven't been following too closely, but do you think there's a leader? I know they gave Trubisky the contract in the off season, but took Pickett in the first. So I see pressure on both sides there.
I don't know. Looking at this picture of Kenny Pickett, he can barely hold the football there.
Oh man.
But no, I don't know. Honestly, it's Pittsburgh. I mean, they could go out every week and have 3 starters every week.
Mm-hmm.
They could keep changing them out. Like it's so hard to say.
And it'll be interesting to see if they keep Mason Rudolph.
Honestly, I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it either. You have Trubisky, who you signed for 2 years. You took Pickett in the first, who you have 4 years and a 5th-year option. So, unless there's a injury to a backup quarterback somewhere, maybe trading Rudolph for a late round pick, or like you just said, just getting rid of him.
Yeah, I just don't think that it's not working out. Obviously, I mean, if Mason Rudolph was a clear-cut starter, you don't bring in Trubisky and you don't sign a quarterback or draft a quarterback.
Yeah, let's keep looking here. Cowboys Jerry Jones shuts down any Antonio Brown signing. The young guys deserve a chance. Yeah, well, and I don't.
It's Dallas. They love drama.
I don't know. I've never played in the NFL, but I don't know. potential teammate, I'd be like, listen, this guy quit on his team, halftime, third quarter, whatever it was, and just said, see you guys. No thanks. We're out here in the trenches. Either you're here with us or don't be here at all.
Yeah, he's just I think he's got CTE or something because he's done lost all his brains.
Let's keep scrolling here. Deshaun Watson maintains innocence, says he never assaulted anyone. How do you keep saying that after I forget he paid off 20 of the girls. If you're innocent, what are you paying for?
Them to keep their mouth shut.
Well, it's too late. It was too late. I mean, they already opened their mouth.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to really say. I don't know. That whole scenario is just a lot of he said, she said, finger pointing, money getting moved around in bank accounts. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of things that are weird about that.
Ian Rappaport still tweeting out about Deshaun Watson. This guy needs to find some more news to cover or something.
He likes
see. Will Seahawks quarterback Geno Smith boost his case to be the team's Week 1 starter on Thursday versus the Bears? Eric Edholm identifies one thing to watch from all 32 teams in Week 2 of the preseason. Let me check. No, Rykannon's not here yet. We'll get his take on the Seahawks when he does join us. I know he was pissed. He was pissed. Yeah, agreed. I just saw your message there. On Tuesday this week, NFL rosters reduced from 90 to 85. Oh, I did not know that. I did not pay attention to any roster cuts.
Yeah, and I think next week I think it jumps down to like 78, and then I think it goes to like 62 by the end. I think it's like Sunday or something. It jumps down, and then like the following Saturday, I think it's supposed to drop, and then like before the season, it's like you have 53. I want to say 53, and then that's it.
On Tuesday, let's see. Yep. By Tuesday, rosters must be down to 80. That's what the stake as we head into Week 2 of the preseason. Many jobs are on the line, and some this week's will be their last chance to prove themselves to their current teams. Not only that, but you're on tape, so other teams are going to be looking too. So make these guys got to go out there and make sure they do the best they can. Let's see here. The Seahawks quarterback battle looked like it might be shifting until the tide quickly swept back. Geno Smith. Well, it's because Locke tested positive for COVID. That's what happened.
Yeah, and I wonder if that being happening, I wonder if Locke gets more time to play tonight. I just wonder if they'll let him start more and play more into the game rather than just saying, all right, you get 3 drives, you're out. Like, maybe he'll play a little bit more and he can try to see what it's like playing with the first team, maybe the second team, and then trying to help develop maybe some of the players on the second or third team, even to like maybe help them move up or even show like their capability of playing.
Yeah, let's look. Does a good performance here pretty much guarantee Week 1 starting duties for Smith? Don't forget the opponent in that one, Russell Wilson and the Broncos. I don't think it matters who starts at quarterback for the Seahawks Week 1. They're not beating the Broncos.
I just don't think it matters anyways, just because I don't think this game here is going to help Geno Smith or hurt Geno Smith. I honestly, I could see Week 1, Geno Smith going out and he starts a game. If he throws an interception or two, Drew Lock comes in. If he starts to struggle, then the backup comes in.
It says Bears quarterback Justin Fields has a few nice moments in preseason opener. Included completion to Tajay Sharp, where Fields changed protection and fired a ball only Sharp could snag, but Fields was hit multiple times and sacked twice in 18 snaps. Wow. Uh, Fields improvement,
It's an issue
including
they had last year.
yeah. So let's look at some of the other games, see what they're saying for some of the other games. It's entirely possible we will know who the Panthers' starting quarterback for Week 1 will be after this game. Well, we already know that. I don't know when this article was written, um, but I believe today was it today that Baker was announced as starter. I think so. Early
Yeah,
this morning, I think.
they said basically he's going to be announced as a starter, which we're not shocked by it. Why else would you trade for the guy? And Sam Darnold pretty much got to find a new home soon, or hope that someone will pay for his $19 million because
Yeah,
he's no starter.
I don't think anybody's taken that contract unless an injury happens somewhere and people get desperate. But I don't see that one happening.
No
The
one wants
page,
to take Jimmy G's $18 million contract. Why would they take Sam Darnold's?
well, and I don't know if that's the case with Jimmy G. I don't know what San Francisco's asking for, so maybe that's the issue there. But yeah, Darnold, nobody's taking, like you said, nobody's taking that 18, 19 million, whatever it is, off Carolina's hands. And if they can't trade him, I mean, I don't know. We'll take a look. I think it's fully guaranteed, so they don't save any money if they cut him.
Yeah, I think it's fully guaranteed as well because it's a contract extension. So the Panthers had to opt into that, and they did that last year, which they probably regret now.
Yeah. Yeah, like they could have denied the option and maybe signed him in the offseason for a couple $1 million. I'm going over and looking at the contract here. Carolina Panthers. I'm getting an ad for President Trump, former President Trump. I don't know why. Right now, yeah, he's the highest paid player on the Panthers this year. Actually, they would only save $273,000 if they cut him. So
Oh,
it's
that's
not
nothing.
it's not really worth cutting. Because I don't think they're in cap trouble. Let me look. No, they have 21 million in space, so it's not going to be a cap issue. But let's go back and look here. The Patriots' offensive struggles have been well documented to this point, so let's highlight a player who has a nice camp on the other side of the ball. Mac Wilson has a bright spot for the Patriots. Okay, that doesn't have any fantasy implications for us. Let me see. Sean sending me a chat here. Back to 2. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's so slow tonight, bud. Let's see. We got the Saints. I don't like that. They should have just done a list of people you should watch instead of writing a complete article.
You don't like articles?
Aaron Rodgers could also play this week. Jordan Love. See Jordan Love. Maybe you could throw 3 more interceptions.
You might go for 4 this week. What's the preseason record? He might break it.
Yeah. The Texans could be learning a lot of young players this season. One who shined in the preseason opener was 4th-round running back Dameon Pierce. He ran for 49 yards on 5 carries, 20 yards on his first touch last week versus the Saints. Pierce also made a tackle following an interception. Picking himself off the turf and running nearly 40 yards to make the play. Yeah, that's the kind of dedication you want to see out of your young guys.
I better see that on my fantasy implications. I want 1 point for tackle.
We don't do defense, bud.
That's not technically defense. That's still on the offense.
That's true. I wonder. I should go back and look to see if they'll let us do that. And for offensive players at tackles, crazy tonight. Let's see, Pierce. He has a very good chance to earn a starting role at some point as a rookie, perhaps even right away.
I think so.
A big game by Pierce here, and the fantasy football folks are going to start licking their chops. Rams running backs Cam Akers and Henderson are currently nursing soft tissue injuries. Coach Sean McVay said so. It's possible that we get a dose of Jake Funk. 2021 seventh round pick was quiet in the preseason opener with 6 carries for 16 yards. One of those being and a 10-yard grab. So another
I
back
hope
in the
he's not.
mix is Kyron Williams. I don't know much about him. I'm sorry. What were you saying, bud?
I said hopefully he's not in a funk because his last name's Funk.
Oh my god. Detroit. It'll be interesting to see. What's his name's not here yet. Harold's not here yet in the chat. Wonder what he's thinking of his Lions this year. Team spent the week in Indiana. Jonathan Taylor, Matt Ryan. What's funny is in the channel league, the guy that's spaced in between us during picks took Matt Ryan to be his backup fantasy quarterback. And we were both like, "Oh, I wanted him." But did you see that team that took him? Did you see what his problem is now?
Oh yeah,
He's both his
slight issue.
both his quarterbacks have a bye week of week 14, so he'll definitely be making a roster move somewhere. Let's look at your Vikings. Who your Vikings playing this week?
I don't even know.
San
San
Francisco.
Francisco.
The 49ers are not planning to play Trey Lance against the Vikings.
Why not?
First off, why not?
He started week one. He started preseason week 1. Why not start in week 2?
Ryan just texted me, so let me text him back real quick. Oh, somebody texted me. Oh, you just. Let's see here. What are any position battles on the offensive side for your Vikings?
I think more or less just depth pieces. Other than the offensive line and the defensive line, I think it's more or less just battling on who makes the squad. I think pretty much the starters are named the starters, basically, and then your backups are what they're battling for. I just think that we need to play more in preseason just so we can keep learning the team. So I would like to see the starters out there. Hopefully this week, if not next week for sure, for a drive or two, just so we can learn an actual opening, like what it feels like to be in an actual game, and learning what the preseason feels like, and even what it feels like for everyone to be on the field at one time.
Will Kirk Cousins play? He was out last week with COVID, but returned to practice this week. Remember, this is a new offense for everyone, so we might benefit from live reps versus a good defense. At some point, Kellen Mond will come in at quarterback, likely with a chance to win the backup job. After a shaky camp, Mond delivered a much-needed good performance in preseason opener. Sean Mannion. All right, so as a Vikings fan, what do you think, Mond or Mannion for backup?
I would rather have Mond just because we drafted him last year, and we drafted him pretty early, and I think that he could honestly take over for Kirk Cousins when he would want to retire or walk away from Minnesota. Honestly, though, if Kirk Cousins wants to stay there in Minnesota for 3-4 years, Kellen Mond's obviously not going to be there for 3 to 4 years. Mm-hmm. There's no reason why he would stay there as a backup.
Right. So let's keep looking to see what they say. Pittsburgh, that'll be interesting to see. Pittsburgh versus Jacksonville. You get the three quarterbacks there in Pittsburgh. Trubisky, Pickett, and Rudolph. So, but it looks like it's down between Trubisky and Pickett at this point. Amar's here. Amar, thank you for being here. We got the game coming up at the top of the hour on ESPN. So, Brandon Ayuk said the Viking defensive backs were boring and a waste of time. I did not hear that. I don't know. Sean, any response to what Amar's saying here?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't see anything like that, but they are having joint practice this week, and then they're playing a game this weekend. So,
yep, and that's what Amar's saying.
It's joint practices. No one really cares. No one's really trying, and most of the time, the starters aren't even out there. If they are, it's no contact. So, what are you really trying for?
Yeah, agreed. So, thank you, Amar. Thank you for being here. We will be live streaming during the game a little bit. Maybe the first quarter or so. We'll see how things are going. But man, yeah, Sean. Actually, today we're only 3 weeks away from the NFL regular season. We have the Bills and Rams getting ready to kick that off. It took forever to get to training camp, and now preseason is flying by, and the regular season will pretty soon. We'll be talking Thanksgiving games. What do you think?
We're not talking Thanksgiving. Stop it.
Why not? We can talk Thanksgiving. It's your favorite holiday.
We're not talking Thanksgiving. It's over.
So see who my Jets got this week. Philly and Cleveland on Sunday at 1. Maybe I'll stream a little bit for that. It'll be. I don't think.
Monday Night Football.
I believe against Atlanta. But Deshaun Watson, I believe the coach came out today and said Watson won't play in that game. So,
I mean, what's the point? There's no point in him playing anymore.
It appears the other quarterbacks on the roster, Josh Dobbs and Josh Rosen, are in for an extended look. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see who gets the backup. I don't want to say. I mean, it looks like Brissett's going to technically get the backup spot, but to start the year, Watson will be suspended, so it'll be either Dobbs or Rosen. I don't know.
I mean, if Rosen makes the team, I think it's 5 or 6 teams he's been on the squad.
Yep.
And a guy said that when he got drafted at pick 9, he was going to make everyone ahead of them regret that decision.
Yeah,
I think he's played on. I think he's played on almost every team that drafted him before him.
Yeah, he didn't come to us though, so I don't know. So that's
I give it time.
No. No, we have 3 quarterbacks on the roster. We don't need any more.
That's fine. He'll be there next year. He'll replace Joe Flacco.
Joe Burrow has returned to practice after his appendectomy, so that's good. Should be ready to go by the time the season starts. They're playing the Giants this week, so it'll be interesting to see if the Giants, like we said earlier, the Giants pissed off Belichick and the Patriots by blitzing 20-something times. So, hey, but like you said, they're implementing a new scheme, so maybe that's their scheme. You know?
I mean,
make adjustments and protect.
It's called this game football, and they got pads on, and there's no safety helmets on top of the helmets for not hitting. So you have to tackle people, and if you're not blocking, your quarterback will get tackled.
Yep.
I mean, it's kind of simple.
A thing to keep an eye on there is Daniel Jones. Here it even says starting gig may not be ironclad. I would not be surprised if they're one of the teams that if after this week's games, if they make a trade for Jimmy G.
I would say though, if Danny Dimes would have to come out and he would have to play like he's a rookie, and they have Tyrod Taylor as a backup, so I just don't see them trading after they signed Tyrod Taylor to that deal in the offseason. So that's my only concern is I just don't think that Daniel Jones, even if he loses his starting job, he would just go to a backup. I just don't think that the Giants would want to go and trade. Like, they would go through a rebuild process to trade for a $19 million contract.
Mm-hmm. So, since we have 5 people here, thank you everybody for being here. Sean and I live stream every Thursday at 7 to get you prepared for your fantasy football matchups. Tonight we have Chicago. Next year, Sean, we have to come up with a way to do preseason fantasy.
Listen, we talked about this last week. It's going to happen.
Well, we'll work on that in the off season so we can have something to talk about on a weekly basis. But man, but then Sunday night we got Baltimore and Arizona. Like you said last week, Baltimore's won like 21 straight preseason games. So what do you think? Do you think it comes to an end this week?
Nope. The Baltimore Ravens are going to outbeat the unbeaten teams of Arizona, and the win streak will continue.
So we'll see what happens there. Kyler Murray isn't playing Sunday. Won't be taking any snaps in the preseason finale next week at Tennessee either. And it depends on the team. I know, like the Rams don't play any of their starters. So you know, if a coach thinks a guy's ready, don't risk it. And then Monday night. Oh, go ahead.
There's no reason to go out there and risk an injury. I mean, look at all these main players that have come down with season-ending injury over a preseason game. Like, come on. Mm-hmm. It's not worth your starting job and your obviously rehab and surgery and all that for go out and play a couple plays.
So then Monday night, my Jets played the Falcons. With Flacco, he didn't play the first preseason game. So I hope they give him at least one series here, just to get him in the flow, because more than likely he'll probably be our week 1 starter. But yeah, Sean, you looking for the spot? I mean, not really spotlight because it's a preseason game, but anybody you're paying attention to in that Jets Falcons game on Monday night?
You talked about it on Sunday. I just want to start seeing what kind of roster moves the Jets could be making. Even the Falcons. What kind of players are you going to start seeing getting close to that bubble where it's like cut or make the team? Like, obviously, players are starting to get their walking papers and either going to practice squad or even other teams claiming them. So what players on the Jets or the Falcons could be next, or even any other 30 other teams minus the 2 playing tonight. I mean, you could start seeing people getting the walking papers now, even after the game's over. Like, it's over.
Yep, that's true. I mean, teams don't have to wait until Tuesday, but the deadline is Tuesday to get down to 80. So, plenty of moves coming, and you know, some of these guys gotta put it on tape because other teams are watching as well, and you might be a piece that they can put on their roster to improve. So, it'll be interesting to see what goes on. To me, looking at this, not only my Jets, but if I were to look at the Falcons, I want to know what they're doing at the running back position. I know Mariota's going to at least start the year. I wouldn't be surprised if, say, halfway or when they're officially eliminated from playoff contention, that they go to Desmond Ridder. But besides that, I'm looking at the running back position for Atlanta.
I don't think they go to Ridder just for the fact that I think Mariota signed a multi-year deal. So why would you sign him such a pricey role as being a starter and then say you might be the backup? There's a possibility. So why be kind of like Jimmy G, who wants to pay for an expensive backup?
So that's those headlines. We'll keep we'll keep checking that out as well. Oops, I don't want to show that on screen. Somebody sent me a DM, but let's update. Like I said, Ian Rappaport's still tweeting out about the news with Watson. So what did you think of the 11 games and the $5 million?
I mean, if you're going to suspend him 11 games, it's got to be more than 5 million. I mean, 5 million is pocket change for the contract he just signed.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I just think that, like I said earlier, if he was ruled innocent by the court, why are we sitting here debating on a suspension when Alvin Kamara punched a guy and he's going to play the whole season? Josh
Right.
Gordon fails one drug test and he's suspended the whole year. I mean, Ray Rice, I mean, got same thing, pretty much the same thing almost as Alvin Kamara. Knocked somebody out. Obviously, it was his wife, but still knocked somebody out and got suspended immediately for, I think it was 6 games or even, I think it might have been to 8 games. So there's got to be a line where it's like, all right, well, this is if this happens or you're caught, this is the bare minimum, but you have until then to go through a court process and see what's going to go on, because you can't let one player get away with it and one player get in trouble.
So let's keep looking here. Watch again. Still talking. I want to go back. He tweeted something out earlier in the week that I wanted to take a look at, and I thought I saved it, but I didn't.
You have to get through all the Deshaun Watson stuff.
Yeah, it actually might be in his photo section. Media. Still on the Deshaun Watson stuff.
We're still on it.
Tweeting about the Mets.
Trash.
Speaking of the Mets, how about a score update, bud? What do you got?
Nothing.
Nothing at 0-0?
I don't want to look.
Oh, okay. No, don't look.
Yeah, it's still 0-0.
Oh, okay. No, if you don't want to look, that's fine. I'm not. I have the game on. I have the ESPN game on TV, so I don't know what the score is either. What else are we missing here? Oh, you know what I wanted to look at that we've talked about, and I still can't figure out on NFL side is this. It's called NFL 20 All 22, where it's supposed to be like the coach's film that you're supposed to be able to watch, and it says it's available for preseason. Now it usually doesn't come out until after the games, of course. But any game I go to,
I didn't work out all the bugs.
oh no, here they go. Now it's available. So let's check this out. What do you want to see, Sean? Sideline view, end zone. I don't want to see the broadcast.
Yeah,
Let's see what the sideline view is here. Well, I must not be logged in because I did sign up, so I don't know what the deal is here. Let me go over here.
Out there.
Yep, I'll go over. I'll do it on this other screen here so nobody sees it. Sign in. All right, let's refresh this. Okay, good. That's good. I wonder if there was a bug and they finally got it figured out.
Probably. Took time to work on it.
So this will be good. Maybe as the season goes on. Let's see.
Is it only certain plays or is it the whole
No,
game?
I think it's the whole game, but it just goes play. It just goes. Um, yeah. See,
Play
I
by
think it just.
play.
I think it just goes play to play, which I don't like. I wish it would just kind of flow. Um, but some of this stuff will be nice. I mean, we could take a look at this. I'm going to get that off the screen because I don't like that doing that. Or let's see. That's the sideline view. That's all right. Now I know. Why isn't this working? They're showing Justin Fields on the screen now. Last year, 30th. He was the 30th ranked quarterback, starting quarterback.
And he'll probably be about outside the top 20 again this year.
And now it's not working again. So I don't know. Maybe they are having issues with their stuff here. Because, yep. Let's see. Let's go to the Jets game and see if they show it there. Nope, it's not there. So I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. Maybe it's not available on Google. But that's all right. I'm not going to sit there and watch it. Oh, I put my draft up. So this is the draft for the channel. Oops. Sorry, Sean. I didn't realize you sent a message. Actually, Sean, you should tweet that out. That private message you just sent with that hashtag, you should put that on Twitter. That would be awesome. But let's look. Yeah, this is this is perfect because it's my turn, and I didn't realize that, so I wasn't paying attention. What do you think here, Sean? What are you thinking of your team here? You had the last pick in the first round, so you went. We're doing slow draft, so but you went Kelsey, Allen back to back. What was your thought there going Kelsey, Allen, and not either a running back or a wide receiver there?
My only process of thinking is the fact that when I play John, do I win? And how bad can I beat him? That's all I care about. Come on. That's all I'm worried about. I just have to beat you. I don't have to beat anybody else. I could go 2 and 12 as long as those 2 wins are against you. I do not want to ever lose to you.
Oh man. Okay. So then if that's the case, if the goal is to beat me, what out of 5 out of 6 picks here were wide receivers, with 2 of them having the same bye week. So what's that about? Or
Don't worry about it.
Two of them having a week 6 bye week, and 2 of them having a week 14 bye week. My guess is you have a trade.
I'm not worried about.
You have a trade already figured out after the draft. Would be my guess.
Don't you worry about what's going on up in here. Just know that you're going to lose. It's okay.
Now, I do have a defense that I could trade you if you want to upgrade there with the Colts.
That's a no.
I could have thought of 3 or 4 better defenses than the Colts to take, but whatever.
Hey, the Colts play the Texans, and they play the Jaguars the first 2 weeks. That's like Sack City.
Well, let's see here, because you don't pick again until after me in the 15th round. I'm going to show you who I got on my queue here. So I got Brian Robinson, the running back in Washington, looking very good. I got Jacoby Myers from New England, who's still available.
Trash.
Odell Beckham.
Yeah, broken leg.
No, he doesn't have a broken leg.
All right, torn ACL.
And Baker Mayfield right now would be my backup quarterback.
What do you have, a Progressive commercial going on?
Yep. But here it is my turn to pick. So why I did bring this up, I'm going to take Beckham just to keep this draft moving.
Horrible.
I clicked on quarterbacks. Why is it horrible?
He won't be back till like week 9.
Okay.
Horrible.
I don't need him. He's my fifth. He's my fifth or sixth wide receiver.
He'll be wasted.
Okay.
Horrible.
So okay, that's fine. You can take whatever you want. When my team's winning the championship this year,
Oh my God! Stop
in
it.
in every league we're in,
You can't even beat me in any of the leagues.
oh man. So let's
My bench
actually,
is better than
what?
my bench could beat you.
Your bench could beat me.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Where do you come up with this?
I'll just wait. I hope I play you week 6 and week 14 when I have everybody on buys and I beat you.
What's funny is last year, I remember because you had so many guys that had the same bye week. You're like, yeah, I'll take a loss that week. And that was your only loss for the season.
I don't care. 1 loss equals 13 wins. I'm okay.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know why you
And I beat
enjoy making my
you
life miserable.
because it's pretty fun.
I'm going to bring up our Dynasty League and check our rosters.
You want to see how badly you suck in that too?
I don't suck. I'm a playoff team. Just because I can't beat
loses
you,
in first round.
It makes no. I won in the first round.
Okay, sorry. Second round.
Technically, I lost in the conference championship match. In the conference championship game because you won the Super Bowl.
That's still first place loser.
Oh my goodness!
You were legitimately collateral damage for the better good of me winning.
Collateral damage, really?
Yeah, so I had to take care of you.
I'm going to bring up your team here. You have $94 million in cap space. How did you do that?
Because I know how to draft over here.
Well, first off,
and that's an all-star winning team right there.
There's nobody worth bidding on this year in the draft. Who you going after?
Watch this. Don't worry about it. I'm still going to win.
Okay, you got Dak Prescott. I don't know.
Look at that winning team right there.
I don't know how you got Dak Prescott for $1 million.
Right here.
Alvin Kamara.
You can't have this brain.
Harris, Devontae Adams, DJ Moore. I don't know how you got that trade, DJ Moore. What a horrible trade that was for the other team. Kyle Pitts, 1 touchdown. Kyle Pitts.
Again, my bench is the second best team in the league.
Dalvin Cook. Well, first off, Deshaun Watson, you don't have till week 12, so stop.
That's fine. I don't need him. I don't even need a backup quarterback.
Trey Sermon's trash.
That's fine.
Kenny Golladay is trash.
I will still win with those players.
PUP list. Come on.
That's okay, and they'll still beat you.
And you know what stinks? Every year we play each other week 1. So not only do
I hope I play you again.
We do. I already looked. Not only do we start the year
even
together,
better.
My last loss of the year every year is against you because you beat me in the playoffs. So let's go. Let's go to this. Let's go to this year's championship team.
You got to stop it.
Justin Herbert is my starting quarterback. I mean that he's going to outscore most of your team right there. I got Josh Jacobs, Antonio Gibson, Tyreek Hill, Amon-Ra St. Brown, George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, Harrison Butker. All I need is a defense, bud.
And you still won't beat me.
Then see, this is where my problem is right here. My bench.
Exactly. You suck.
My bench is complete trash. Zach Wilson, who knows how much time he's going to miss. Chuba Hubbard.
You should change your.
What?
You got to change your team name.
Yep.
You got to change your team name to Dumpster Fire because that's what this is.
Change my team name to Sean's my daddy.
Pretty much because I own your ass.
No, Chase Claypool. Stop. Top 3 receiver.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus. God, I can't. That's like saying that, he's the greatest of all time.
Allen Robinson, Robbie Anderson, Corey Davis. I really do like Elijah Moore uh, and Tyler Higbee. I mean, that's got championship written all over it. No?
Sounds like you're going to get your ass beat by me. Look at that. I don't even have half my team in, and I'm still projected to beat you.
There's no way.
I'm missing. Half my team isn't even in yet.
There's no way that's possible. That can't be right.
Well, that's what happens when you got Alvin Kamara that's going to get 20 points a week. Devontae Adams, 15. Najee Harris, 20 points. Dak Prescott, 20 points. Come on.
Stop. They're only projecting Kittle 8.9 points versus Chicago.
He's got noodle arm thrown to him. Stop it.
Stop.
All right. When you get your ass beat by 30 again, week 1. Okay, here. I want you to go up to league, and can you see? Yeah, go back over the history.
Where?
Over the history there. I want to over all the way to the right.
There's nothing there.
Oh, there is.
I don't see history here. Mine doesn't show history.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So let's see here. Week 1, we play each other. When do we play again?
So whenever you want to lose.
Besides.
Oh look.
Besides the playoffs.
I play you again week 6. Week 6 again. That's twice that you're gonna lose.
Do we play each other 3 times?
Oh, you might lose 3 times. It might be bad for you.
If we play each other 3 times, man.
You might. I'm gonna give you a box of tissues.
No. Okay, we only play each other twice.
You're lucky.
Well, it will be 3 times because we will meet in the playoffs again because we do every year. So
you're lucky because I didn't have to beat you 3 times.
Justin just took his pick after I took Odell. He went Tua. What do you think of Tua going here in the 14th round?
Noodle arm.
I like Tua more than I like Winston.
Jameis Winston has great receivers and Alvin Kamara to throw the ball to. Come on.
Okay. And Tua doesn't have a good receiver. 2 good receivers.
He's got he can't throw the ball that deep. He can't throw the ball that deep.
He doesn't need to with those receivers. They're slot guys.
Stop it. Noodle arm.
All right. While we're live on stream, what's the bet? Tua has better fantasy numbers than Jameis does this year.
I don't really care. Josh Allen can start on my bye week and still win me the week.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna pick up Matt Ryan when Jeremy drops him when the draft ends because he realizes that he can't draft him or have him starting.
Yeah, let's go. Let me go back to that. I mean, I understand taking Matt Ryan to be your backup quarterback, but not when your starting quarterback has a bye the same week.
and think about this: his wide receiver suspended 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think going this way, when Hurts, when I took Ertz here, I think that screwed him up here because I think he was going to go. I think he was going to go Ertz here.
Yeah, and it's hard for me to see because that's how zoomed out it is. But is Devontae Adams week 6 or week 8?
It looks like 6, but let me zoom in here. There we go. Much better.
He's week 6.
No, I can't see your.
That's a double. That's a double whammy.
That stinks. Let's go down one. Maybe that'll help.
There you go.
There we go. Let's get rid of that. Let's go back up. Whose turn
Yeah.
is it?
So that's a double whammy because you got week 6. You got your Hopkins. He's suspended yet, and you got Devontae Adams out.
But I don't want to hear it. Look at your team. You got 2 guys, Cooks and Brown. You took back-to-back week 6 buys. That crushed me, by the way. I hope you know that.
And wait until you see it here after the draft. The trade is in, and I'm winning the trades.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see when the league, because it's up for a league vote, and when everybody votes against all your trades, you can't cry.
All right. So I ain't worried about it because when Cooks and Brown are out, Lazard and Davis step in. They're gonna get me like 50 fantasy points those 2 weeks, and I'll be like damn.
Because
back to the bench you go.
If any of our league members are here in the chat, everybody gets 1,000 channel points if you vote no against Sean's trades.
Hey,
no, Sean,
I'll hit the waiver wire.
Sean, I wouldn't do. I would not do that. I mean, it is open to league vote, but I wouldn't do that to you, bud.
Again.
So what's the trade?
I'm okay. I can't tell you everything now.
Well, maybe I can up the offer, bud. Maybe I can make you a better offer for Brown.
That noodle arm trade request you sent me earlier about made me fall out of my car while I was driving. I had to pull over and check my phone to make sure you text me what you actually sent me because I was like, no, the hell you didn't.
Hey, you got to try, right? All it takes is a yes.
Yeah, let me read this out loud for everyone to hear, all 7 people that are in. Where are you at here? You asked me for the Steelers. You requested the Steelers defense and Darnell Mooney for Lazard and St. Brown.
Right. What's wrong with that?
I fell over.
Right.
I mean, what's wrong with it?
What's wrong with it? You're getting the top rated defense.
Dumpster fire.
I mean, I don't understand. It helps. It improves your team drastically.
Oh my God! I got a better chance of watching the goddamn local high school team defense playing out there.
So let's put this up on the screen here for the game that's getting ready to start. Man, thank you everybody that's here. Sean and I live stream every Thursday night at 7, Sundays at noon, getting you prepared for your fantasy matchups. And if you have any fantasy related questions, just post them in the chat there. We'll answer them, especially draft related. Sorry, I am way behind on the thing here. It's your boy Ninja's here. Yo, Ninja, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. So,
waiting for the game to kick off.
Yeah, I'm at an Ace commercial right now.
Game commercials.
So let's put that fully on the screen. Rye Cannon just sent me a message. He will not be able to make it tonight. That's okay.
That's okay. It's okay because I don't want to have to get the tissues out for him.
No, it's his birthday. I completely understand. I was surprised when he said he would join. But yeah. Let me text him back.
He better be at least 6 beers deep.
He might not be too much because I know he's live streaming tonight as well. Eventually.
Well, that's even better. That's even better to be live streaming 6 beers deep.
Oh man!
And by then he could be 9 or 10. Nothing wrong with that. Wow. Geno Smith's going to play into the third quarter tonight.
Wow. That's surprising.
And then Drew Lock's going to get to play that much in the next game if he's back from COVID.
Oh, he is back from COVID? So I don't know. Let's see here. Everybody that's here, if you're not already, make sure you hit that follow button. If you hit that follow button, it gives you 300 channel points, and then you can let us know if you click on those points. You can let us know who your favorite team is. Here, I'll go down and show you here.
I don't think I could tell which is your favorite team.
Boom. You can't. Well, I mean, people watching, looking at me, I can't. I'm not. I don't see the people that are in the chat. So, look at
It's just like your fantasy team. It's just as embarrassing.
good. Not good evening. Not even great evening. Harold went above and beyond and went golf evening.
Off evening. Off evening. Golf mania.
That was too funny. I was laughing the other night. He posted that picture on Twitter with that shirt. I sent him a message telling him not to get any golf burger juice on it.
Instead of Hulk mania, it's golf mania.
Oh man,
I'm gonna have to get a T-shirt made up. I gotta get a shirt made up that says golf mania for him.
Oh man, got the game going here.
Yeah, it just needs to be kicked off and ready to go.
Yeah, I'm at a commercial again, so I don't. They came back, talked to the sideline reporter, and left again.
Yeah, I had to do a bathroom break real quick.
You have to do a bathroom break real quick?
No, I said they probably had to.
Let's get a score update. You want a score update?
Oh my god.
The Toronto Blue Jays are beating the New York Yankees 5-2.
That's fine. Greatest thing in history. Did you also see that the Houston Astros put up a football score today?
The Houston
They
Astros
scored 3 touchdowns.
I was going to say, no, I saw St. Louis. St. Louis had a 13-0 win.
Yeah, they missed the extra point.
Man, Houston beat Chicago 21-5. Man,
that's
domination.
Okay with me because
you only give up a safety and a field goal.
Hey, I'm playing a guy in fantasy that has the starting pitcher for Chicago, so I was okay with all of that.
Harold says, "Are you golfing? Kidding me? I would never get burger juice on my shirts."
I don't know. I've seen him eat sometimes. I mean,
don't golf about my Yankees. What is this nonsense? Oh, look at
the pitcher today that played for Chicago got -14. The guy I'm playing in fantasy, yeah, he can't touch me. I'm gonna stay undefeated for another game.
What's weird, Harold, is in the chat, in the actual chat, that switches back and forth. But here on my end, it only lets me put that one up, not the other. It says Tar Heels. It flips over, it says Tar Heels, but it doesn't let me do that here on the screen. That's weird.
I need one that's a golden jet. I need you to make that for me. Make it happen.
I gotta write that down. Hold on.
I need my golden jet.
Make Sean GIF of a giant turd.
Wow. I didn't know we were talking about your fantasy team again. Jesus.
No, that's dumpster fire. I gotta do that one too.
Yeah, you need a dumpster fire. You are a dumpster fire.
Yeah, it's an animated emote. He said, "Yeah, I don't." But on my software here on StreamYard, it's not letting me show. I need a golf emote.
Wow.
What?
First play of the game. Excitement.
Harold over in the chat trying to catch the Pokemon.
Hey, bud.
What?
1-0 for you.
Nothing for me.
No, it's 1-0 Braves. You're welcome.
It doesn't matter. Even if you win tonight, you're not in first place.
Okay. Choo-choo trains coming to the front.
Stop. Coming from
Oh,
the guy
now we got a bunch of.
Coming from the guy that texted me on Monday saying, "Oh, the Braves are losing 3 or 4."
Yeah, I meant we're gonna win 3 or 4.
That's not what you said.
That's okay. Now we got a bunch of refs arguing.
Let's see here. Let's go live. There we go. Put that on the screen. Recovers. Oh, is that what you're talking about? Was the fumble?
Yeah.
Yeah, Harold says he needs a golf emote. I'll work on that. Last night in a friend's chat, I won a mini helmet autographed by Tori. Probably Holt. Holt would be my guess.
Holt.
Pokemon Machamp has been caught by Harold. Nice little dump off to Cole Kmet. What do you think of Kmet?
I don't know. He's not bad, but I don't know if it's just me, but I really don't like watching Justin Fields play. I just don't think he has what it takes to be an NFL quarterback.
And why? There's got to be a reason. There's got to be Holt. He says that's cool. Congratulations on winning that. So that's cool.
My reasoning.
Go ahead.
My reasoning. I just don't think he can handle the pressure. You can handle the pressure in college because you're not getting blitzed or anything like that. But anytime there's pressure around him, he just can't handle it.
And just like that, he was getting blitzed there, and he just threw the ball away. I mean,
if that was the starters on the Seahawks and he does that, that's a pick six.
That's a pick six. Agreed.
You can't be if you're throwing that 5 yards in the stands. If that thing's got to be sailed, like, why are you even wanting to do a negative play?
Second and 10. Nice little run here. You're probably a couple. You might even be a play ahead of me already. I just had a run for 7 yards by Herbert.
Yeah, I am. I have the refs talking once again. It's like the third play of the game, and we've had 3 ref talks.
Well, and it is. I did not go through and see what all the changes they're making this year. So I don't mind if they do that during preseason because they're working stuff out as well. So Fields takes off and goes nowhere.
Again.
They're checking to see if it was a fumble.
Again, an unnecessary play with the quarterback running like that. 1 yard, was it worth it? Was it worth 1 yard?
Yeah, right.
I think we said about this last week. These should be 10-minute quarters.
Nope, he's down. He's down.
Did you hear me there?
10-minute quarters. Yeah, I agree. Preseason
or
should
if
be
they want to be
quarters.
Or if they're 15-minute quarters.
I know they got rid of overtime in preseason. So yeah, why not just 10-minute quarters or 12-minute?
Or
quarters,
if they want to say
high school rules or something.
Well, I wouldn't mind either. If you want to do 15-minute quarters, or make it that it's just a running clock.
There you go.
It just keeps running because at least then it keeps the game going, and we're not sitting here watching a preseason game for what I think the Patriots game last week was like 4 hours or so. That's another thing that's crazy. I see it over there on the side there, the tweets that they bring in from the fans.
Yeah.
The second one down there, the good pressure one. The crowd noise is it's a 5 p.m. preseason game on a work day. That's the only thing I don't get. Like, why you would want to have a preseason game at 5 o'clock on a Thursday night in Seattle? Like, why wouldn't you have this on a weekend so fans could actually be attending?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if how the TV money works. Maybe they got for doing a game. Oh, nice play to Komet there, down to the 20-yard line. Yeah, that could be a big part of that offense. So I have 1st and 20. What do you have?
I just had the next play.
Oh, I'm sorry. 1st down at the 20, not the. So I don't have it up on the screen here. We'll take it. Let me see something. I want to.
I was looking to see. I wanted to see when Cole Kmet got drafted. He was a 7th-round pick in our draft.
Oh, he was.
Mm-hmm.
I was just looking. I was just gonna do the same. I'm gonna bring that over to me, so I can look.
Or no, he was a 10th-round pick. So a 10th-round pick, seventh overall in that round, which isn't bad.
No, and honestly, watching this, I wanted to look because I thought he was still available. Honestly,
I thought he was too for a second.
oh, incomplete in the back of the end zone there to Mooney. I know you. I don't know about this year. I know last year you were high on Mooney. Now you said you're not high on Fields, so that could be an issue for Mooney. But what do you think? What are you thinking of Mooney?
I think he'll be okay. He's the only main weapon there other than Kmet. When you see that 3rd down play, it's another head scratching play by Justin Fields.
What do we got here? 2nd and 3rd and 4. I'm on 3rd and 4.
Yep. Wait till you see that play, and you're going to question yourself again with Justin Fields' decision making.
Well, first off, I don't mind the play. The play call, I don't mind the play call. It was a bad pass. It was a bad pass. You got to lead your running back. You got to let him make a decision on what he wants to do with the ball. He threw it high, and he had no options to do anything but get tackled. So,
yeah. Well, I don't think you could say get tackled. He got creamed.
Well. So Santos with the 35-yard field goal. That's one thing we're not doing in our league here for the channel. No kickers.
Thank God. Thank God.
Now, when we did that, when we did that, I wanted to add a second quarterback position, but no, everybody just said a flex spot for running back, wide receiver, and a tight end.
We should add 6 running back positions for the person that has 7 in our league.
Oh my goodness!
Could have started them all.
Now here you and I both made our picks here in round 14. So what do you? Maybe not player specific, but what are you thinking for your team here? You have 2 quarterbacks, you have your defense, you got 2 tight ends. I do like your wide receiver depth. Running back, maybe adding a running back there. What do you think you're leaning towards right now? I'm leaning quarterback.
I can't really say. I can't really say because you pick before me. Just know that he's going to be a position player.
Well, I'm going quarterback, so it'll be whoever I think is the best available. Because unless there's an injury, I'm only going to need him for week 8. because I have Mahomes.
Uh,
So,
See, I can't really say because there might be people on stream watching that are
okay,
drafting.
all right, I understand. Text it to me.
Just know he's going to be on the field playing on Sundays,
On an
sometimes
NFL
Mondays.
on an NFL field. You sure? Not
I
like a
mean,
flag,
it could
not
be.
like a flag football field.
I mean, I was thinking about drafting Henry Ruggs.
I bet you don't.
He's not even
Me, me, me,
available. Okay.
me and Calvin Ridley bet you don't take Henry
Oh, Henry Ruggs is available. He's done 400. His average draft spot's 468.
Oh man, poor guy.
Just another guy that threw his career away.
So a nice little drive there. I mean, Fields definitely needs to work on some stuff. Uh, oh, I'm like, wait, why? How is that possible? The way the stats look on the screen, it looks like he threw an interception, but he's got one fantasy point.
Hey, that's 1 point. That would have helped my team.
Kick out of or through the end zone there.
It's way too many flags.
We need Jimmy G.
I mean, he ain't lying.
But honestly, do you think San Francisco is going to trade him to Seattle?
No.
I mean, Geno Smith's 31 years old already. Wow.
He's been in the league a pretty long time, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Looking at the tweets here that they put on the right hand side, it says that's likely it for the night for Fields, Komet, and Mooney. So, what do you think? What do you think of those guys being done for the night?
Oh, it would be a bad idea. There's no reason to risk injury.
Oh, that wouldn't be a bad pick.
If available.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if anybody takes him.
If not, I have the backup plan.
The backup plan? What backup plan?
Or who I'm going to take after him if he's not there.
Oh,
I'll send you the backup. I'll send you the backup to backup.
backup to the backup. I'm definitely going whoever I think is the best available quarterback. But I got to make sure that they don't have the bye week. Week 8. So maybe that's why I did want Ryan. I was actually hoping Ryan flipped around after I took the Steelers defense, because I knew. Well, you were high because I took Pittsburgh there. Would you have taken Ryan there, where you took the Colts defense?
I would have taken Ryan and wrapped around and taken the Colts defense. Yes,
Gotcha.
Because I would have had Ryan with Pittman, and I'd have Allen with Davis. I like having the quarterback to receiver duo. Did you see my other text message?
No, not yet. one of the guys I follow on Twitter named Sack Exchange. He says, "All right, fam, here we go. 2 tickets to the Jets Falcons Monday night game. Guess a number from 1 to 100 and win instantly."
62.
No, I'm not gonna. I can't go to the game Monday night. It's Kathy's birthday.
Well, the hell with her birthday. You got Jets tickets. You could take her for her birthday.
Right there. This is it right there. My quarterback is still available. You know what? Did he even draft a quarterback yet?
He did. He got Russell Wilson.
Oh. Oh, man. That would have been funny. Yeah, he's got 2 more picks. He could stay. He could still take. He could still take his guy. It'll be interesting to see if Jay Philly takes another running back.
Probably.
He's got 7 right now. Your Braves are up 2-0 now.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me?
That was your Jets number.
Oh. He will be my last pick. Let's look. Let me look. Let's go back over to the thing here. He's got at running back. He's got Madison, Edmonds, Montgomery, and Eckler. Gesicki and Goddard. I like that. I like those 2 tight ends. Buffalo and Green Bay. There's 2 defenses like that. Hill, Allen, Thielen, Burks. Love the Burks pick. What else does he need? There's really not another running back worth taking, unless he's taking a flyer on a guy. But
I know who some people he might go after.
I'll get him for sure. I wouldn't say that. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 more picks this round before Harold's turn. And then 6 more guys come off the board after that. Giants won't take him because he's got Cousins and Brady.
Overward's not.
Rykanen won't take him. He's got 2 quarterbacks.
Everyone before him but one person.
So maybe Frank might.
Everyone before him has one quarterback.
So Jay Philly. Wait, who's Overlord got? Oh, he's got Herbert and Prescott. So Frank and Jay Philly are the only 2 he's got to worry about. Bears linebacker Matt Adams has a right shoulder injury. Simeon's in for the Bears. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah. He used to play on the Vikings. He's nothing great. I mean, he's not bad, but I mean, he's not
Nice run there by
top
Ebner for
notch.
the first down. If since the Bears took their starters out, I'm going to say they're just going to plan on running the ball the rest of the night.
Yeah, and here we go. You got another player down already on the Bears. Like,
Just took a shot there. This game's slow paced, bud.
yeah, it's what I mean. Flags and injuries, and only 3-0.
Yep. And only a little more than halfway through the first. So we're in injury timeout. Let's get rid of this. Where's my quarterbacks? So here going into the season, Sean, what do you think? I had Allen, Mahomes, Herbert, Brady, and Murray. It's the top 5. Brady with the average draft position of 88. Why is he going so late if he's going to be a top 5 quarterback?
Because it's Tom Brady, and you never know.
Yeah, right. I mean, at his age, when is the drop off season?
Anytime, any week, any game. It could be the first week out. We don't really know.
So let's see here. Lamar. Let's see here. But then I have Murray here in the top 5. What do you think? Murray better than the rest of these guys? Prescott, Jackson, Hurts, Rodgers, Stafford?
I think so. Just because of the weapons he has and the mobility to score with running his legs. The only person I would question being down so low is honestly Derek Carr. I mean, we did see him get drafted in the 5th round in our league, and I just question everything.
Right, 5th round. I mean, he's got an average draft position of 100 and just under 101. So in a 10-team league, that's around end around 10, beginning around 11.
Yeah.
So,
and he got taken in the 5th round in ours.
Yeah. So, well, and then you have to think in ours, we did have Pitts go in the first. Pitts was the first tight end off the board.
Third overall.
Yep. So let's see. Let's see here. Top 10. I have Burrow at 11, Wilson at 12, Cousins at 13, and Trey Lance at 14. Anybody past Carr that'll jump into the top 15.
Matt Ryan, maybe.
Not Jared Goff.
Just because of nah. He could. You never know. He did get weapons.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I expect actually we have Ryan 19th. But going by average draft position, he's the 18th quarterback taken. So almost perfect there. But yeah, I agree there. I wouldn't be surprised if he jumped into the top 15.
Yeah, I just think Ryan has with Taylor, Pittman, their new rookie Pierce. There's a possibility that he could jump up. He could even be he might even be a top 10. I mean, look at the year they went to the Super Bowl that year. He wasn't anything projected what he was getting.
Mm-hmm. So let's look at running backs here. I have. I didn't want to show that. I forgot to hide that column here. Let's see here. Jonathan Taylor, McCaffrey, Henry, Eckler, and Harris is the top 5. Who doesn't belong, and who are the ones after that belong there?
Honestly, all the top ones there belong there. The only one that can jump up now, I think, is Alvin Kamara, Saquon, or Swift. But it's hard to really move any of them around because really the top running backs are always the top running backs if they're healthy. I just think it comes down to one key injury and what could end up being that injury. I mean, for all we know, Nick Chubb could go out this year and have 25 touchdowns. We don't know. I mean, they could use him as a red zone threat a lot.
Yep. All right. Sounds good. All right, Sean. Sean just sent me a message saying he's got to head out. Thanks for being here, bud.
No problem.
Be streaming again on Sunday if you're able to jump in. Talk some more football. I believe it's the Eagles. It's the Eagles and somebody on Sunday.
Yeah, I should be able to jump in on Sunday. I don't see no issues. Obviously, I'll be talking to you between now and then to figure out if there's anything that comes up or something.
All right, man.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later. See y'all.
Thought he was leaving. I don't know what he's doing. That's all right. Let's keep looking here. Actually, since there's not much going on tonight and the game's a little slow, I think we're going to call the stream there as well. But we will be back Sunday talking fantasy again. We do have the Eagles game we'll be talking about on Sunday. So everybody make sure you hit that follow button. Hit the notification bell so you make sure you get our alerts. And we'll see you all then.